Good morning. Welcome to the WEX Wakeup for Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm Christy Matino. We start this morning with Ukraine, a point of contention between Republicans and Democrats, as President Joe Biden has been pushing House GOP members to support more aid to the country. Our Christian Day Talk was at the White House press briefing yesterday. He has a full report.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre danced around a potential backdoor deal for new aid for Ukraine brokered by President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Here's what she had to say on the topic at Monday's briefing.
Is it possible the president made a deal that you don't know
I'm just saying that I'm not going to go beyond what the president said. Just not going to go beyond.
Was what he said true?
I'm not going to go beyond what the president said.
So you won't say that what he said was true?
I'm not going to go beyond what the president
You're
said.
declining to say that what he said was true.
Congressman Matt Gaetz has put this new deal at the forefront of his motion to vacate Speaker McCarthy's leadership. However, Jean-Pierre declined to say whether President Biden supports or even opposes such a change in House leadership. I'm Christian Day Talk, reporting for the Washington Examiner.
And New York State has been ordered to pay almost $500,000 to the National Rifle Association over a case the Supreme Court ruled on last year. The verdict was decided on in June of 2022 with a 6-3 decision that says New York's long-standing concealed carry law violated the Second Amendment of the Constitution. A judge has since ordered the state to pay the NRA $447,000 in legal fees. The Supreme Court's decision says the constitutional right to bear arms in public and self-defense is not a second-class right. However, former Justice Stephen Breyer argued for the minority of justices that said the Second Amendment provided states the ability to take account of the serious problems posed by gun violence. And Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy sharing his approach to tackling rising crime in America. He says he wants to bring back mental institutions.
We have to talk about the hard truth. Violent crime has risen over precisely the period that we have shuttered these psychiatric institutions.
You're right.
And you know what? The number one psychiatric institution today is jail. It's prison. And they don't do a very good job.
But this time, Ramaswamy says mistakes and mistreatment of patients in years past point to a need for a different approach.
We can do this again, learning from those past mistakes without those abuses. I don't think I want to be pumping psychiatric institutions with pharmaceuticals into people. Faith-based approaches, there are better ways to do this.
Ramaswamy further commented on his belief, saying his campaign focuses on a sense of national identity and addressing people's need for a purpose, which he says shouldn't be numbed by pharmaceuticals or turning to violent crime. The deinstitutionalization of the mentally ill began in the 1950s. The Supreme Court ruled in 1975 that people who are not posing a danger to themselves or others and are capable of living without government support cannot be committed to a facility against their will. Thanks for joining us here on the WEX Wake Up. Be sure to follow us online and on social media so you stay in the know of all those headlines trending in politics.